I'm about to get ready to go see my sister. We're going to go for a walk.
Cute.
They are.
That one's my bunny. And then the kid I babysit won that for me, and he really wanted to give it to me.
That's cute. And then we also have a panda.
What should I name him?
I don't know, you'll have to come up with it.
This is a girl and this is a guy. So.
Yeah.
Oh, moose and goose.
So I just saw my sister. We talked about how time isn't linear, it's circular. We talked about how you get out what you put in. We talked about she was saying that when she's having a bad day, she'll think about when she's 80 years old and what it would be like to look back upon today. And she then chooses to have a good attitude and enjoy the days as though they're nostalgic, which is funny because that's what I'd been talking about recently too. So we're having some sort of an overlap here in our lives and what we're going through. And maybe it's spurred on by the fact that we've had loss recently, right? With my grandmother. Our grandmother passed away. Our mom's moving to a different state. Relationships ending. Her boyfriend, her previous boyfriend, and that kind of thing. So maybe that's why we have some overlap on what we're thinking about. I just remembered another thing my sister and I talked about. We talked about bids for affection. We talked about bids for affection in all relationships, not just in, boy-girl relationships or whatever. I'm having my breakfast. She told me her example for a bid for affection, I think, was very sweet. It was about how she was having a rough day at work, and she went to get a Red Bull, I believe, is what she said. I believe she said she went to get a Red Bull from the gas station beside her work. And she asked the cashier how the cashier's day was, and the cashier said they weren't having that good of a day. And so she inquired further, and then the cashier said, what was going on with them, asked my sister, and sister talked about that, and then they both wished each other to have a better day going forward. And that's with a stranger. That's a bid for affection from a stranger. And a lot of people take, hey, how you doing, as a greeting, not as an actual opportunity to share your heart with someone. And she did, though. She did, and they had a good experience together. They gave affection to one another. We need to do more stuff like that for sure. I want to encourage that kind of thing. Telling people to have a good day. Inquiring into each other's lives. How are you? How's your day? I guess I think it's subconscious maybe. I don't think, because I don't believe necessarily we should test. I know I've talked about the bird test before, and I think that's a bid for affection. That's a test form bid for affection, because that kind of thing does come up naturally. It might not be about a bird, but sometimes it is about a bird. Sometimes it's about a goose. Sometimes it's about a swan. Sometimes it's not about fowl at all. Generally it's about fowl. Sometimes it's not.